The current economic and health crisis has revealed a lot of things as of late. For one, of course, our healthcare system is woefully inadequate to handle the pandemic or any other giant crisis, that our leaders are far more interested in bailing out corporations and the wealthy than helping regular workers, and that in the face of all this, some of our favorite celebrities might be socialist. Then again, I guess everybody's socialist in a pandemic. Uh, but anyway, this week we find out that both Britney Spears and Fran Drescher are big lefties. Interesting. So now let's go to Britney Spears, right? So now on her Instagram, uh, Spears shared a quote that called for the redistribution of wealth. So that's fun. Now, this was a graphic posted to her Instagram account, which was posted by user Mimizu. Now, it reads, during this time of isolation, we need to connect now more than ever. Call your loved ones, write virtual love letters. Technologies like virtual communication, streaming, and broadcasting are part of our community collaboration. We will learn to kiss and hold each other through the waves of the web. We will feed each other, redistribute wealth, strike. We will understand our own importance from the places we must stay. Communion moves beyond walls. We can still be together. Strike and redistribute wealth. Sounds a little socialist to me. Now you might be thinking, like, yeah, look, what's she actually doing though? She's wealthy. She's got hers, right? She doesn't care about regular people, right? Well, I mean, look, here's the thing. In this crisis, look, you haven't seen a lot of moves from billionaires to try to do something about this, right? Well, on her Instagram, she's been asking her followers, she's been asking people, hey, if you need anything, DM us, right? DM me, and I will get you what you need. You need food? Great. I'll help you out. You need diapers for your kid? I'm going to help you out. Just let me know, and we're going to get anything that you need. So, hey, man, look, she is directly trying to help people, and I think that's fantastic. I absolutely love it. So, hey, welcome, Comrade Britney. And I say that lovingly, right? And so now there's another celebrity out here who's calling out the rich, and that's Fran Drescher. So now Fran Drescher was former star of The Nanny, right? At least that's where I remember her from. And on Twitter, she directly is calling out capitalism. So let me give you this tweet. And this is responding to someone else. I agree, capitalism has become another word for ruling class elite. When profit is at the expense of all things of true value, we got a problem. Look, man, that's hard to disagree with. Look, she's right. We don't live in capitalism, right? We live in an oligarchy with a wealthy ruling class. And they are a wealthy ruling class. It just happens to our leaders all happen to be extremely wealthy. In fact, you have to have money in order to win elections, whether it be, you have money because you're a businessman who wants to be a politician, or you're able to raise money. And something that's very new recently is the ability to fundraise from working class people in such large amounts that you can dwarf some of this corporate spending. And so, look, that's a great development, and that's something that we saw starting in 2016, mainly with Senator Bernie Sanders. So now, only the wealthy, though, generally tend to be in politics, and only they tend to be heard by the government through campaign contributions. And so, giant corporation raises a bunch of money, or you've got a bundler, which goes and bundles all these small $2,800 donations and then gives it. Well, that bundler, they're going to be heard over regular people. And so there's that. And right now, our current crisis has seen trillions of dollars being sent to the rich and the bankers, while workers get just about nothing. Crumbs. And so it is interesting to see both of these celebrities are actually out there talking about how, hey, man, look, we should redistribute wealth in a more equitable way. And that specifically Drescher's like, no, the problem is capitalism. So now let me read some social media posts surrounding that. The Paul Pont says, of course the nanny would stand the working class. Yeah, makes sense, right? And so, I mean, I think I remember hearing about one of the episodes being about why you shouldn't cross the picket line. Don't be a scab. Talia19 says, Fran Drescher and Britney Spears are both turned into light fictional paragons of capitalist aspiration, beauty, wealth, fame, and now they're both whole-ass comrades. It makes sense. That's all I'm saying. Now, here's the thing, right? One more tweet. Numo99 says, I didn't really expect the revolution to be led by Fran Drescher and Britney Spears. Yeah, here we are, and I'm absolutely fine with it. So, but here's the thing, like, Fran Drescher has actually been anti-capitalist for a while. I mean, back in 2017, she tweeted, the heart of the problem, all problems of the world at its core, is power and greed, fueled by capitalism. Time for a new deal. Or like, yeah, a new deal, maybe a new deal. Something that builds on the work of FDR. Hey, I know somebody who's working on that. Yeah, his name's Bernie Sanders. Just saying. Now, she also added, responding to somebody else, saying, you confuse democracy with capitalism. Capitalism has run amok. Making money responsibly is imperative for the people and the planet. So we cannot have this current system of extractive capitalism. Lou, she responds to somebody called Millennial Lou, saying, fun fact, the Democratic politicians don't care about racial minorities, homosexuals, transgenders, etc. They're all pawns to them. To which she says, it's capitalism, not Democrats. Without an exploited working class, capitalism can't exist. We're all pawns of the ruling class. So there you go. Look, I don't know about you, but I like class traders when it comes to the rich. Class traders, yes. Look, another one that I like is venture capitalist Nick Hanauer. Now, Nick Hanauer does a great podcast about the failures of our capitalist system. We right now, have socialism for the rich, rugged individualism for the poor, and this crisis lays all that bare to see, all the problems, all the inequities of the system. And so now that we know, now it's readily apparent. And if it's not apparent now, wait a week or two. Okay. I mean, it's all going to be, all the masks are slipping off now. Okay. And what matters is when that happens, how we respond to it and what kind of system we're going to want to build out of the ashes of the old one. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.